So this is my first live. I'm pretty nervous doing this, but I hope someone joins me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nosamara Punobi, and this is my brainchild, Med-Xposé. This channel particularly, I love to talk about sexual health. Yeah. Maybe as we go on, I will tell you guys why I love to do that. But yeah, like I said, this is my first live, and I'm so nervous, and I hope someone joins me just to give me that encouragement. But I'm already encouraged just being here. I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to be on live for some time now, but I'm kind of shy. But here I am today. So yeah, I talk about, I'm a Christian girl, yeah, so I love to talk about God. I love to collaborate with people's videos and preach God's word. And then the other part, because I'm a nurse, I love to talk about sexual health. So yeah, this is me. Today I want to talk about ovulation. What exactly ovulation is, what it can do, why you need as a lady to track your ovulation, why it is important to actually know that these are the signs. How am I supposed to know if I don't have regular menstruation? How am I supposed to know that, yeah, this is actually the time that I'm menstruating? Okay, so yeah, that's what I want to talk about, and I hope it's interesting. So I'll just wait for someone to join me so we discuss it, and hopefully it's going to be a female. Yeah. So ovulation is basically that time of, there's actually a difference between fertile window and ovulation. Yeah, the ovulating day in particular. There's actually a difference, and many people misunderstand this. Like, many people don't really understand that there is actually a difference between ovulation day and your fertile window. The truth is, you are fertile in every cycle, in every menstrual cycle of yours. Even if it's 28-day cycle, 40-day cycle, 20-day cycle, you are fertile for at least 6 days in a month. These 6 days are days that you can get pregnant. Like, if you should have intercourse with your partner, there's probably the probability of you getting pregnant is higher, because at that point your hormones are set to receive a sperm. The egg is about to be released or is already being released, and the uterus, your womb, everywhere is roomy, and the discharges are going to have as the ones that will help you to that will help the sperm to go on. Oh, someone joined me. Thank you so much for joining. So I'm talking about ovulation and how to track your ovulation period. All right. Oh, the person left. Okay, let's continue our discussion. So this fertile window is the period where at least 6 days in your cycle, whether 28-day cycle, 40-day cycle, 30-day cycle. You have 6 days in that cycle that you are fertile. I've said it before, because these particular 6 days is the day when you have intercourse with your partner, you are probably going to get pregnant if you're not on any contraceptive measure. Now, normally before, in secondary school, I was taught that my ovulation is 14 days after my period. But after a proper research, I understood that something is actually wrong with that school of thought. Because the truth is, most ovulation happens 14 days before your next period, and not 14 days after the main period. Let's say I started seeing my period today. If I'm running 40-day cycle, I'm not going to see my ovulation, 14 days after today. No, it's going to be 14 days before the 40th day. Do you understand? So it's going to be around, I think, 26th day from today. 26th day from today will be my ovulation. That's because my ovulation happens 14 days before the main day, right? Yeah. So this is basically if you're using dates or calendar method. Now if you're probably because those days we only had it in mind that menstruation happens just 28 days. Yeah, people always had it in mind that menstruation just happens 28 days and that's all. No, forgetting that a lot of people actually don't have 28-day cycle. Me for one, I don't have 28-day cycle. So imagine if um I decide to have sexual intercourse and I don't want to use any contraception. I don't even know that I had, okay, let me say, and I have sex with, and I have sexual intercourse within my unsafe period, thinking that ovulation has passed because I was told that it's 40 days after. And then I've not even seen the ovulation. Now, during that time that I had in mind I was supposed to see my ovulation, which is 14 days after the period, I, 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 I abstained from sexual intercourse, thinking that if I have sex maybe close to that period, I won't be pregnant. But that is a very big lie because it's actually 14 days before the next period that around that time that ovulation is going to happen. I don't even know if that is clear. I don't have anybody yet. Someone enter before I leave, but let's keep going and see who joins me. So if you are 30 days, if your menstrual cycle is 30 days cycle, you're probably going to see ovulation around 16th day of that period. Because if you count from that 16 to your next period, is 14 days in between. That's actually what makes it, right? So you'll be asking, you might probably want to ask, how do I calculate my menstrual cycle? How do I know that yes, this is actually my menstrual cycle? Like this is the number of days I have in my period. So I'm going to tell you now. Let's say you are starting your period today. Your period is started today. Today is the 10th day, right? 10th day, or is it 10th day or 11th day? Let me check. Today is the 10th day of November 2025. So you're starting your period. Let's say your period is like 5 days, right? So you start today. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So by Friday we are done. And that Friday should be the 15th day of November. So you've had your period. So you start from today and mark your calendar. Day 1, day 2, day 3, till your next period. If you do this at least 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to know exactly, even if you're having a regular period, that you'll be able to see these signs, you'll be able to know that during this time around my period, I felt this way, I felt the other way, and you will be able to understand that this is actually the time within your period. So you'll be able to get the range. So even if you miss 2 days backward or 2 days forward, you will know that exactly this is the time for your period, right? So within those days, you count 14 days from from the next period backwards. When you count, you'll be able to do your ovulation. Now, some people will say, my period is actually irregular and I don't know how to do it. There are signs your body will show you that you will see and know that, yeah, indeed, my ovulation is around the corner. And one of those signs is nausea. Some ladies feel nauseated, like they are hypersonic. They perceive a lot of things. Normally, these are things you just come past. These are things you, on a norm, you wouldn't even feel that there's anything. But within this period of time, you're going to feel that a lot of things is not, that the things you're not supposed to actually feel, you are perceiving them. And then you notice this little crampiness around your lower abdomen. Yeah, you're going to feel like that, especially with the day of ovulation. When the egg is being released, you feel this little cramp, just mild cramping around your lower abdomen. And you also have this breast pain. Your breast becomes heavy, is heavy, is tender to touch. Just a little touch or pressure around there, you feel pain. Yeah, this is called Med. Yeah, Med. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Okay, so this is called Med. Yeah. So so this this is this is just it. You feel that mutual smell around that pain in your breast. Yeah. And some people will notice waist pain, like there's this mild pain around your waist. In fact, you are weak, you are tired, everything just begins to irritate you. And somehow some people feel like you start seeing the opposite sex much more attractive than usual. These are random guys you see on a regular, and they don't fancy you, you don't feel anything for them, but because your hormones are being heightened and everything, you feel that urge, your sexual urge increases and all that. So this is my little bit. I'll still go live again probably tomorrow or next. Hopefully someone will join me. So if this live come across you, this just takes a moment to tell me congratulations, I did it. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm shy actually recording this live, but I hope I actually want to grow my page. I have 7k plus followers, but my page, the views I get is not encouraging for me. It's not encouraging for me, so I want to really grow my page. So this is one of those steps, those bold steps I'm taking towards growing my page. And yeah, by the way, I look beautiful on this camera. All right, guys. If you find this across your way, just say congratulations to me, and I gotta go now. Tomorrow we go again. Bye. So I'm going to end now. So yeah, I want to start streaming.